Hello and welcome to the Queber channel. I'm Jason, your host. We're going to do an update on Beryl. Now remember, Beryl is also between 15 and 16 years old. She's got a cancer. Hello, Beryl. Oh, a slow growing cancer inside her that has metastasized into different areas of her body. The main treatment for Beryl is make sure that she gets as much food as possible. Feed her anything she wants at any point in time. Whatever she wants, she gets. And literally, you have had 6 Big Mac patties, haven't you? And you have had boxes of doner meat and shawarma meat and things. Anything for her, just to keep her body's calories, because the tumour, the cancer in her body, does absorb a massive amount of goodness out of the body. This is why you see in a hospital with humans, people who have cancer start to waste away, because it's the chemotherapy and everything drops your appetite, and now it's harder for you to thingy, and also increase it. And the actual, if it's a tumour, it's growing in a random exponential fashion, and it will draw in all the goodness from your body. So Beryl is too old to have treatment for this, and because it's already metastasized into the other parts of the body, it's broken out where we think it started in the liver, and it's gone definitely into her intestines, but she's not in pain. The vet has been very clear about that. He has checked her. She is still not in pain. She might be having a little bit of discomfort of old age, of joint pain and that, but nothing beyond that. She's too old for treatment, and and even if we found out if we took a biopsy and found out what exactly kind of cancer it was, which would be extra stress on her body, there's nothing we could do about it at her age. So the treatment plan is basically feed her as much as possible. So the guidelines for when it's time for Beryl to be put to sleep is very simple. Her quality of life. As me and the vet have talked about it many times, and I've said to him, the moment you think, even if my emotions are clouded, if I in any way am thinking, you tell me if you think it's time for Beryl to go. I will always defer on him. But as we've said, as long as she's active, wandering around all the time, as long as she's annoying Bertie and ruling the roost, as long as she's trying to steal his food, as long as she takes his toys away from him, as long as she's takes the best bed for herself and tries and stops him from sleeping if she doesn't think it's time to sleep, as long as she's doing all that, and as long as she enjoys having a love and enjoys spending time with me and that, then she's got a quality of life that is worth continuing. The moment that changed, the moment she stops wanting to get out of bed. Now, yeah, it can take a bit to cajole her out of bed in the morning normally, because she's old. And she'll sometimes, I'll get up to go take Bertie down, and she'll raise her head, look at me and say, fuck this shit, and just go back to sleep. That's different. But if she stops wanting to move around, if her appetite, even with nice stuff, starts to go away, if she doesn't move around like she is, your own dogs, and that's the time when I'll make the call to the vets and they'll come out. And she'll be put to sleep. Until that point, however many months it goes on, I will do everything I can. And so I want to thank people. Anybody who does a donation, it never goes on me these days. Any donation I have, I don't get many donations, it goes on buying a takeout for Bertie and Beryl. I have to make sure with Bertie he only has a small amount of it. And this is the crazy thing. This is what cancer does. Beryl is eating 3 times. She's like a third of the weight of Bertie and a third of the size, but she's eating 3 times as much and she's still not gaining weight. And that's just the nature of it. So any kind of donations that are given go towards buying a set of doner meat or pizza, or basically all of the things, as long as it's not stuff that dogs can't eat. She gets all the stuff that you wouldn't normally feed. She'll get a chicken breast. She'll get doner meat. She'll get chips. She'll get fish in batter. She'll get chicken McNuggets. She'll get burgers. She'll get anything that I can interest her in. She'll get bacon and all of these things, because we don't really have to worry about the idea of, oh, that salt's bad for her, or she even has pork scratchings and pork rinds and that, because a lot of that stuff I would never feed to a dog normally, but for her, she can have it. Because what's it going to do to her? What's it going to do to her that the cancer isn't already doing to her body? And anything I can give her that would give her a bit of energy in that to fight is a good thing. So she's eating way, way better than me. Way, way better than me. I mean, it's just how it is. And I will never ever put a dog in pain and suffering. I will never actually. It's all to me about quality of life. My dogs give me their all. Of course, I will be so distraught when I lose my dogs, but I will never ever put my dogs in danger and never put my dogs in discomfort for my selfish benefits. No, I could never do that. You know I can't lie to myself, so I could never do that. So, Bertie and Beryl are still okay. Beryl, she's always wandering around and that. She's always exploring and doing her guard dog duty and looking at things and interesting investigations. That's how you know she's still got a quality of life. He is. One of the side effects of what's happening is because her blood is thinning and her body is having trouble keeping up with the whole, is parts of her ears have died off and that and just gone black and that. And that's just, she doesn't feel any pain from it. It's just as the circulation drops and that. And so it's just keeping up, making sure she's okay, making sure that she's never in discomfort. She's an old girl now. I mean, I usually pick her up to carry her upstairs and pick her up to carry her down the stairs these days. But she's still happy. She still enjoys herself. She still likes cuddling in bed. So this is Jason for the Quever channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day.